Welcome back. If you just joined, we've been looking at water scarcity, water supply and water pollution in Cape Town. Don't forget to please go ahead and use our social media handles. We invite you to start a conversation on any environmental issues happening in your community. We've seen how a lack of water supply can devastate communities, from uncontrollable shack fires to the physical strain of having to carry buckets home. Right now, we shift our focus and we look at the possible solutions for the everyday person. We meet with Consol Glass, who are facilitating beach and river cleanups and actually cleaning the water that we do have.
Water pollution has been a recurring issue in South Africa, with the majority of the pollution coming from packaging, like water bottles. But we can do better by our rivers and oceans by making small changes, like a change from plastic to glass bottles instead.
So I am Dale Carolin. I'm the marketing director at Consol Glass. Consol is the largest glass producer in sub-Saharan Africa. We've got facilities in South Africa, 4, and we have another 3 in the rest of the continent, in Nigeria, Ethiopia, and in Kenya. We employ just over 2,000 people across the continent, and we're in the packaging industry. So we're mainly in food and beverages, and we supply some of the retailers and producers around the continent with glass packaging. So mainly food and beverages.
Throughout the month of June, Consol Glass facilitated a number of beach cleanups around Cape Town.
Yeah, thank you. It was an exciting campaign. It was a challenge to coordinate given the COVID challenges that we are experiencing, but we were very, very gratified with the turnout, and it's really in line with our 2050 I Change 2050 campaign, which is a launch of a new reusable glass bottle that we sell in our retail outlets. We have 3 of those around the country. And it's really trying to encourage South Africans to play a small part in trying to make a difference in terms of plastic and other pollution in our oceans and our river systems. So without just launching a product and trying to get people to change their consumption behavior from sort of one-way packaging to reusable packaging, we thought you can't just do that without really trying to make a difference. So we teamed up with Clean Sea, and we started in June in Cape Town and the various beaches in Cape Town, and we got together our staff and we got volunteers and the team at Clean Sea, and we got out there and did our bit in terms of trying to clean up our beaches, trying to retrieve as much waste that's cluttering our beaches, and did an amazing cleanup campaign.
The question stands: why do we not have more glass packaging if it is so much better for the environment? Is it a matter of cost, or is it maybe a matter of convenience?
I think glass has been around for hundreds of years. It's a natural product. It's made from silica sand. It gets melted and can be remelted and melted again. So it has been around, and the process of production has been around for many, many years. The plastics industry is a reasonably new industry that probably came about about 20, 30 years ago. And what plastic packaging offered the world was it offered convenience and low cost. So that really boomed the industry, and bearing in mind that most plastic is actually manufactured from its core ingredients is in fact crude oil, or it's a derivative of oil. So the polymers that are manufactured from that are used. They are very functional. They're very light, so they transport well. And in a matter of years, a very functional and very useful packaging substrate was introduced into the global markets. To give you a good example, is the milk industry. In the good old days, when I was a boy, not giving away my age here, you used to get milk delivered to your home. Fresh milk delivered to your home in a glass bottle, a returnable glass bottle that was collected the following morning, washed and refilled. That entire industry moved to plastic. And yes, it is low cost, it's functional, it really works well for the environment that it's in. The problem is that it doesn't recycle very well.
Consol Glass has a mission in mind to continue with the beach cleanups and to continue educating all South Africans on water pollution.
Earlier, struggling a little bit, obviously, with the COVID restrictions. So we continue to endeavour to try and get those rolled out. We would like to broaden them across the beaches in South Africa, and then also start doing some cleanups in the river systems up country and in sort of the Gauteng and sort of away from the ocean regions. And then, yeah, really just raise awareness. And the fundamental thing is to challenge people out there to play their own small role in a far bigger chain of events. We've got 3 retail outlets, one in Durban, in Cornubia, one in Stellenbosch in the Cape, and then one in Gauteng in Woodmead. But we've also launched an online store this year, so you can just go on to consol.co.za. You can check out our products, you can order online, we deliver, and you can get your hands on these lovely new 2050 bottles.
There are many projects focusing on beach and river cleanups. If you're interested in joining such a project, a beach or river cleanup in your community, then why don't you head over to Facebook and have a look at one happening real soon. The question to consider is if water is not perhaps more valuable than diamonds. Of course, diamonds cost more, but we need water to survive. There is no life without it, and the glass will always be half empty if we fail to understand this. I'm Megan Edwards, and that's it from me from Guardians of Gaia for tonight. Remember that if a drop of water could write its own history, it will explain the universe to us. Thanks for joining us. Good night.